No.
Hey, we made it, guys. We made it. So,
If there are any fathers who happen to be watching, happy Father's Day. I'm sure there are none of you.
I'm a father to my own self. Oh, God.
I have a cat.
I believe there's a song about that.
I thought it was I am my own grandfather. So I thought this was the way the song ended up.
Grandpa, yeah.
Yeah. So no, there's not a song about that, Sandry. Why don't you make one? Right, what was I saying? Right, so I'm a little bit low energy today. 2 days ago, I got like 10 hours of sleep. And it has resulted in my sleep schedule being absolutely fucked up. And I think I only got like 4 hours of sleep this morning. So, you know, fun times all around, right? How you guys doing?
I just finished constructing a cake for one of our mutual friends for game night tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, you're feel. Yes, Blarg is definitely the sentiment right now.
Baking is a thing.
Here, since you're here early, I'll actually pull up this one where we can see your chats. Ooh, I think it's been a while since I brought up this scene. All right, well, I think we should get going before we spend too late listening to this epic swelling music here. As much as I love it, and I really actually do love, like, pretty much all of the remixes and even some of the original work in this game, right?
It is a good
You're far more
track.
into game music than I am.
Yeah, I find that's the case. Every once in a while I'll say, hold on a second, we need to shut up, I want to listen to this music. Oh, that's right. That's where we last left off. It was, we got into the Great Witch Bazella's place. And, turns out our favorite Inquisitor was there, investigating why they, you know, like, what this place was, and, you know, all the evidence, and it looks like there's a bloody crime scene here.
Yeah, Barnum went undercover cop badly.
Which, you know, I guess is impressive?
I mean, considering that he's probably got all of that armor underneath that robe and is moving around without clanking, yeah.
Well, I was more thinking he should be a lot more concerned about the fact that, you know, apparently none of the witches are dying.
I don't think he's clocked that yet. Because everybody's in their shade uniform.
Oh, are you saying he didn't get here through the... did he just happen to be wandering the forest and find this place? Like, what?
Shenanigans are afoot, clearly.
I don't remember if he... I don't remember if he's... Okay.
In Labyrinthia.
Hold on a second. I don't remember what exactly he said, but it either will be said or has already been said that he was following somebody and it led him here. He knocked a person out and took their clothes, but there's more people here than witches. Like this isn't just a town of 100% witches.
I get that, but I'm also just struggling because, like, okay, so he was following someone who led him here. 1, who was he following? 2, why was he following them? And 3, what were they doing in Labyrinthia at all? Because that kind of stand out.
He was investigating. I forget what he said he was investigating. I think he was investigating either the bell tower or like he's kind of on like a similar path that we were that led us out here.
Also, 4, Barnum is like the primary inquisitor for the town of Labyrinthia, right?
No, he's not the head inquisitor.
No, the chief inquisitor for most of the trials, which means that
he's the chief prosecutor, I would say.
He should have at least recognized probably the person he knocked out to get the shade uniform.
He's not the only prosecutor. I think he's like their ace in the whole prosecutor, right? But I don't think he's the only prosecutor.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't make sense to have an inquisition of more than about 10 people. The town must be, what, 300 residents?
Oh, it's actually bigger than that, but that's spoilers.
This place is fucking weird and stupid.
Honestly, there's just a lot of this town that we don't see, just because of game limitations. That's about all I can say about that. Well, like, you know, if you can't really in a Professor Layton game, or even really in a Phoenix Wright game, to be fair, like have a nice sprawling city with thousands of people to interact with, you know. Anywho, I think this is very obviously Phoenix. No, wait, no, this is Maya or Layton. So I guess this would be Layton because it's not like, oh my god, the shades, right? Okay. I am Layton. I guess I am getting my voice warmed up early today. The shades managed... no, that doesn't feel right. The shades... I think this one's gonna take a while for me to land today. Like I said, I'm tired. Deal with it. The shades managed to break down the door. The room itself looked as if a violent struggle had taken place. Whatever could have happened here. We do know now that the missing Great Witch was supposed to have been meeting with a guest of sorts. Quite the conundrum indeed. Well then, let us endeavor to clear up this mystery, shall we, Miss Faye? Yep, it was definitely, I mean, I wouldn't put it past Faye to, like, talk to herself like that, but,
she would never call herself Miss Faye, she would call herself Maya.
Okay, what's in the throne? Oh, right. I am still 90% of the characters in the scene. Fuck. And I'm... okay. Oh, what could this be? Did you find something, Professor? Miss Faye, please come and take a look at this. It's a throne? This throne does not appear to have any of the red liquid on it. Sure looks that way. However, we just move this to the side. It must have got shoved here during Inquisitor Barnum's mad struggle. Dots. But what does this mean? This throne does not have a single drop of red liquid on it, yet the wall behind it does. Why do you think that is? Well, because the throne was in a different spot when Inquisitor Barnum was having his fight of his life? Very sound reasoning, Miss Faye. And who do you think could have moved it? Well, it must have been Inquisitor Barnum when he was battling it out tooth and nail. I am Inquisitor Barnum. It was not a battle fought with either teeth or nails, and I have no recollection of moving this throne at any stage. In other words, the only one who could have moved the throne was the Great Witch herself. And I believe moving this throne is in some way connected to what she did next. What she did next? Oh, you mean her little disappearing act? Wielding that logic you love so much, I am Barnum. Man, I am not feeling the voices today. This is going to take a little bit for me to...
Do you want one of us to take over for a bit?
No, it is honestly just the function of me, of combination of sleep irregularity and...
Also, Barnum and Layton are very similar.
Well, I feel like at one point I actually managed to actually differentiate them when I was saying them, but like that part of my brain is just not triggering right now.
But yes, you currently have 100% of the characters.
Yeah. I am Bottom. But remember, this is the Great Witch we are discussing. Oh, that's a little bit better. She could have easily used a magic spell to disappear.
Lies! The mistress's disappearance is your doing! You will return her at once!
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hey, Jordan, you want to see something neat?
Sure.
Now, you know exactly what it is that just happened, right?
Nope.
Are you saying you don't recognize this at all?
No, to be fair, I have it in, like, separate picture mode, so it just looks like a stylus.
Yes.
That is what it is.
Ah, okay.
You didn't even see what I wrote down, did you?
No.
So, in other words, you weren't paying attention.
Though.
Well, I did write no. What are you talking about? You weren't paying attention.
Please, bring her back to us.
Yeah, you detestable knight. We won't forget this. Hold on a second. Whoa, where did you guys get those weapons? Where are their weapons, more importantly?
Maya?
Tell us what really happened here. Tell us. There is nowhere for you to run.
No, but seriously, Maya, what weapons?
Well, yeah, it's a visual novel. I have Barnum. Dots. Uh-oh. This is not good. Inquisitor Barnum looks about ready to rip them to shreds. Ha! I am my... Ah! Listen well, servants of the Great Witch. If you seek the truth, you must find it yourselves.
Yeah.
Whoa. No wonder Inquisitor Barnum is so famous around town. He truly is an incredible knight.
What did you cut down the chandelier?
Yeah, he did. I cannot waste any more time here. I must make haste and return to protect the storyteller. Third Top Hat, 'twas a pleasure crossing swords with you once again. In honor, Inquisitor Barnum. Miss Fay. Yeah? Your courageous acts of bravery are worthy of my respect and admiration. Now I'm going to leave you two defenseless in this group of shades. Toodaloo.
To be fair, Barnum could probably take all of them. Layton could probably take all of them.
I mean, he did, but, you know, since he's a gentleman, it has to be non-lethal. And stylish, too, of course. Courageous acts of bravery? That is all for now. Until next time, farewell.
Don't you recognize he's got the hack hat? Remember from GoldenEye?
I never really played.
GoldenEye?
I never played GoldenEye. I didn't own a 64. He's gone. Perhaps the good Inquisitor has anticipated the Great Witch making another appearance. Okay, yep. Warming up has started to occur. We're actually starting to get proper vocal intonations here. He must have thought it, which was... Well, it doesn't change the fact that after I praise myself, I immediately fuck up. He must have thought it's more important to work out the next move rather than dwell on how she disappeared. Inquisitor Barnum is set on ensuring the storyteller's safety and continuing the fight against the witches. He is quite determined to stay true to his responsibility as an Inquisitor. He is filled with determination. Miss Fey, let's have one more good look around the room. Right. Let's find some clues. We are certain to find something that can solve the mystery of how the Great Witch managed to seemingly disappear. Let us continue our investigation.
If she's just behind the curtains, I'm gonna flip.
Also, shouldn't Barnum, be murdering the Shades because they are direct servants of the Great Witch Bazella?
Yeah,
and
but
thus the enemy of all Labyrinthia?
But let's admit it, both Professor Layton is Disney Core and Phoenix Wright is at worst Pixar Core. So
people do actually die in Phoenix Wright.
That's why I said Pixar.
Pretty much every case is a murder case. They're dead bodies.
That's why I said Pixar. There actually is consequences in Pixar movies. Hey, Professor, take a look at the wall where the chair was. Doesn't it look like that wall could be a door leading to a secret passage? As I suspected, it would seem the Great Witch did not easily disappear into thin air. Although it is still unknown by what method she was able to make Inquisitor Barnum lose consciousness. We can assume she took advantage of the situation and escaped through the secret passage. But Professor, if we go after her now, do you think we'd catch her? What should we do? I believe she intended for us to discover the secret passage. It would seem she has us right in the palm of her hand. However, if we are to discover the truth, we must continue to move forward. You said it! All right, let's get going, Professor!
Oh, so Miss Fey, I am a saber-type class. I can pretty easily handle a caster.
No. He's definitely an archer, but he's that archer that could just do melee weapons for some reason.
Fair enough.
Invested in unarmed combat.
We're doing Fate Stay Night jokes.
I see.
I'll just overwrite the save file. We didn't lose any amount of distance. Yeah, we are that close to the end of a chapter, by the way. Chapter 6, Secret of the Underground Ruins. It's a movie.
Who would have thought something like this would exist underground? This place is totally different from Labyrinthia.
Maya,
It kind of looks like something straight out of a history book.
I could not hear you. I don't think anybody could hear you over the music. What did you say?
I said, Maya, have you heard of Egypt? Like, who would have thought of this existing underground? I'm like, a lot of people?
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, seriously.
A long-forgotten remnant of the past. It does stir up a desire to explore.
To explore.
Come on, Professor. Let's go explore this place.
I'm afraid that finding the Great Witch is our utmost priority, Miss Fey.
Okay. In that case, let's hurry up and catch her so we can do some serious exploration of these ruins.
Indeed. Archaic ruins are my speciality, after all.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was puzzles.
I almost forgot you're an archaeologist, Professor.
No, puzzles are secondary. He is not archaeologist first. Now let's go solve these puzzles.
Now then, shall we begin our search?
Sorry. The only thing that occurred to me during this scene, by the way, is archaeology is my specialty. Just like Goku in brain fart in
A bridge.
DBZ
the
Bridge.
Thank you. Man, I am definitely exhausted. I'm probably after the stream just going to immediately find any excuse to fall asleep.
Archaeology is my speciality.
Oh, that's better. That's better. 10 points for Jordan.
Woo!
Ruins of the Forest. To do as an archaeologist, I have to wonder why a huge underground space such as this was constructed.
Well, usually such things were constructed as either burial sites or as ritual sites for religious ceremonies.
Guys, there's hint coins in here. The worst part is we don't know how many because we didn't walk here.
It's usually either 3 or 5.
There was 4 at a point. Also, I'm just going to point out, we entered into a secret passage at ground level, and now we apparently can't see the roof of whatever structure this is, right?
The passage could have.
Allegedly, this is underground.
Yeah,
The passage could have gone downwards.
I'm just saying that would have been a lot to go downwards. And it's implied they got on a boat. So, is part of the ride just like a log flume ride?
As we say, water does go downhill. Mind you, you wouldn't generally need, what's the pole used for gondolas? What's the pole called? I don't know what it's called.
A pole?
Is it just called a pole, or is there like some special word?
No.
Okay, that's 3. But since we don't know how many, I gotta give an extra thorough search through here. Wait, hold on a second. Are you gonna actually let me leave so I can see if we got everything? Oh, it's not gonna show me the.
Well, it appears that it's not Wait.
There we go. 3. Okay, we're good.
I love that the game tells you how many hidden puzzles there are, just because it's just like, they're hidden-ish.
This door won't budge. Looks like we need a key to open. I bet you the Great Witch is on the other side of this door.
Maya, you're supposed to add it. I bet we need a key to open it.
Yes, that is a possibility. However, John appears to have misread what was typed out and is just going with the flow. There is still another room nearby that we have yet to explore. Okay, Professor. We should go check out that other room first then.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Professor Layton would be a caster class. Just because of how most fake characters work. I mean, just like the associations and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So would that make Luke his master?
All right, I'm just about to admit I know a little bit more than I should. No, what actually it is Layton is in fact a magician. He not a magician, a person who has magecraft. But Luke is his fake familiar from Fake Stay Night.
That does make sense.
Oh, you actually know what I'm talking about? I was beginning to wonder if I actually pulled something on you that you wouldn't know about.
I mean, I'm vaguely familiar with it. You said Fake Stay Night?
Yeah, the only thing I know about Fake Stay Night is the preview episode that they put out, because I don't know. They like putting preview episodes a whole 2 seasons ahead of when they're actually going to release it. I wonder what this room is. And by the way, I really don't like the Fate series. But there was one point where I decided to watch a video of some guy explaining the entire Fate lore. I've regretted watching that video twice now.
You've regretted it twice or watched it twice?
I've watched it twice and regretted it both times. I still...
Yep.
It is very hard to follow.
Fate is kind of bonkers.
Okay, so this is the only information that has actually stuck with me, okay? There's 3 bits of information that's pretty much stuck with me. One is, based off your choices in the first anime/game, like game is where it originally came from, right? There's basically 3 main timelines. And then several sub-timelines and orphan timelines and time loop timelines, blah, 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 blah. It's all self-referential and just one big Ouroboros of timeline destruction that I hate. Secondly, nobody in this world is a mage. The Fate world is a mage. They have magecraft, and magecraft can do some pretty fucking amazing things.
But it's not true magic.
But it's not true magic, and everybody is going to try to find true magic. There has been 5 true magicians in the world, and what happens is all of their children has accepted gotten the bloodline. It is actually possible to get rid of somebody's magic from the world entirely, but it's actually hinted at really hard in all the lore that maybe nobody has actually ever actually gotten rid of any of the magic stuff. And secondly, apparently there are other series that the guy has overseen where it is in fact we actually have run into mages in his world. There's an anime where you basically the main character is basically a character with the eyes of death, like the anima power eyes of death. Yeah, and that is a mage character in that universe.
Yep.
Isn't that the autocrit?
Yeah, that's it's the one that's autocrit in anima. Anywho, those are the only bits of information that stuck with me. But apparently we've run into, like, I think 2 of the mages in it that actually do exist in his world. Anywho, did I read this line? I don't know. I'm going to read it again, even if I have. I wonder what this room is. There are stone statues everywhere. Say, Professor, is it me or these statues look really sad? I agree. There's a certain air of sadness to them. They almost seem to be in pain. Brr. They're giving me the chills. Who wants to take the ominous... Okay.
I'll do it.
It sounds like Sandra did it. It was purple. It's probably Bizella.
I was going to say, it's probably me.
Dots. Oh, come on, Professor. I know being creeped out by statues seems kind of silly, but you don't have to laugh at me. No, Miss Faye. That was not me.
So glad you could finally make it, Professor Herschel Layton.
As I thought, it was you that led us here. Tell us, what secret lies within these ruins?
Now. I think you're capable of journeying to the beginning and finding out the truth all on your own.
The beginning?
Have you ever wondered why the storyteller started writing the story in the first place? More importantly, why does he continue to write it? The answers to those questions are located within these very ruins.
If that's true, then might I ask why you're sharing this information with us?
Simple. I want you to get closer to the truth. I'm afraid you'll have to work out the rest for yourselves, but I'm sure that's a child's play for a gentleman of your caliber.
What exactly are you plotting, you plotter?
When the light of truth shines upon the hidden darkness of the first story, the legendary figure will rise. The Great Witch Bezella.
Dots. Huh? But you're Bezella, aren't you?
Me, Bezella? I hate to disappoint you, but you've got the wrong person.
Yeah, but the Shades are calling you the Great Witch.
Ah, yes. They did indeed call me by such a name. However, that was for an entirely different reason.
I'm afraid she is correct, Miss Faye. That person is not Bezella. Huh? The real Bezella would never expose herself so freely. It would place her in far too much danger. It would be tantamount to turning herself in. Also, there's something very strange about those shades in the forest. Strange? One must wonder why they would consider her the Great Witch when there is no magic present here. That's true. So much has happened so far, but none of it was related to any magic. When we met in Eldritch Woods, and even now, you had something you wanted us to find. If you were truly Bezella, there would be no reason for you to lead us along in such a manner.
That is correct. I am not Bezella. Rather, I actually wish to meet with Bezella. And that moment will soon come to pass.
Dots.
The truth lies within your cute new friend.
Not Steve!
Until we meet again, Professor Herschel Layton.
Please, wait! We are not finished yet. Dots. I can't hear her voice anymore. I think she's gone. It would appear so. That witch wasn't Bezella after all, huh? It would seem our great witch has been demoted to a mere witch. Aw, man. And here I thought we finally managed to catch Bezella.
The Great Witch has made a switch.
No, don't go there.
Is that your eye that's twitch?
Remember what she said, Miss Faye. When we find the truth, we will find Bezella. Say, Professor, when do we find the real Bezella? Do you think this will finally be over? I mean, everything. The witch trials, that fake fire pit. Do you think it'll all finally come to an end? Yes, I do. Bezella is at the root of all disaster in Labyrinthia. If we catch her, then everything should come to an end. Then we know what we've got to do. Let's go, Professor. Maybe there's a clue or two around in these ruins somewhere. Of course. We cannot afford to stop just yet. Let us move on, Miss Faye.
Proceeds to immediately leave so he can check how many hint coins there are.
Huh? I wonder what that sparkly thing was just now. Oh, something seems to be fallen. It appears to be a key, but not a hint coin. You think the witch dropped it? Judging by the patterns on this key, it appeared to have some sort of connection to these ruins. Yeah, it definitely does. Remember that huge door back at the entrance? I bet it's related to that door.
Player.
My spirit medium's instinct is never wrong. Spirit medium's instinct, you say? Well, then let us head back and check. And he doesn't. I love how he, like, is the only one that she's actually stated, like, what her abilities are face to face. And I don't think he ever, like, says, what does a spirit medium do? Oh, I can make the dead talk through me. Miss
I
Faye.
can actually shapeshift into the dead.
Miss Faye, do you realize, like, the cheat skill you just unlocked for murder trials? Yeah, but I'm useless. I can only do my sister. Miss Faye.
Ah, so that is your family magecraft.
Yeah, but you know, the witch must be pretty absent-minded to just drop her key like that. That's something Nick would do. I'm not sure that's entirely the case. Perhaps she intended to drop it here. Really? But why would she do that? So we can continue to move deeper inside the ruins, naturally. Oh. Do you mean she's trying to lead us to the beginning? Yes, precisely. Boy, she really wants us to find the truth, huh? Whatever that may be. Boy, I can't wait to stop being all the characters in all the scenes. We could not have asked for a better clue, even if there's an ulterior motive behind it. If it's the truth she would like us to find, then we must be prepared to face it. All right, let's hold on to your hat, Professor, because the Order of the English Gentleman and Feisty Spirit Medium is coming through. Or,
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare, John! Don't you fucking dare!
What?
You were about to try to say the acronym.
I did.
Yes,
Oeg
I
Fis.
ground you out.
Oeg Fissim.
Oh, you fucking asshole!
Aha! A most ambitious title if there ever was one. Let's head to the entrance, Miss Faye. The so-called Great Witch was not in fact Bazella. I feel as if she was trying to nudge me into ascertaining something.
Like it's like I feel as if she were trying to do this. Like, you mean where she said it outright, dude? Right, Mr. Wright. We made it outside. The coast looks clear.
Oh, sheesh. My back is killing me.
I think that elderly woman is left for a break now. Be honest, I was a little nervous there for a second. By the way, where are we? Isabella, do you know? No, I've never seen this place before. Isn't a forest like this anywhere in Labyrinthia? We must have traveled quite a distance.
Did you guys see that just now?
Huh?
I guess I'll be a shader. Guess I'll be a shader too.
My, I wonder who that is. It's quite an odd outfit they have on. Right then, how about I go over and ask where we are?
Wait, are you serious? But they're wearing such weird outfits.
You haven't seen where me and the professor go. This really isn't all that weird. Now, Mr. Wright, you mustn't judge a book by its cover.
I mean, given some of the clients that I've seen, yeah. Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking?
I think his most normal client was Matt's Ingard, wasn't he?
Excuse me? Could you perhaps tell us where we are?
This is Eldritch Woods. An outside world that exists away, far from the story. An empty world. A world with no official existence. A world unwritten in the annals of history.
An outside world.
Eldritch Woods?
Yes, you could say this is an isekai within an isekai.
What's an isekai?
All who dwell within these woods lives as shades, each bound to their tasks.
What do you mean by their task?
Dots, could it be? Are you new recruits? Why haven't you attended the Great Witch's orientation ritual?
Exclamation mark.
The Great Witch?
Dots.
I can't but feel he's giving us the most disapproving looks right now.
You must see her right away. We exist to carry out our tasks, nothing more. I do not know where I came up with this voice, but I love it.
Hey, wait. He's gone. Well, that was strange. Could that have been... Dots? Do you know what that was about, Isabella? There's a fairy tale. It is often told to the children of Labyrinthia.
What kind of fairy tale?
It's a story about a secret forest where the souls of witches sentenced to burn in the flames wander around. A secret forest? Those souls cannot be seen by the living, and they say anyone who is able to see them is possessed by the evil spectre. A forest of wandering souls? Maybe this is the forest mentioned in that story.
But, I mean, it's just a kid's fairy tale, right?
If that story is true, does that mean the person we just spoke to is a witch's spirit?
No way.
Phoenix,
Wait.
you literally know the dead exist in a time after death, and
Wait.
can interact with the world of the living.
I mean, yeah, but Maya only really summons her sister, so, I mean, I don't know if any other souls exist.
Do not spoil
Wait,
a future game, Jordan.
Wait, hold on. Remember how we got here? We came through that cage in the fire pit, all the way down here. Which means... I think there's a very good chance the witches are connected to this forest. And, if I'm right, that means a certain someone must be here too. We're coming for you, Maya. And we're gonna get you.
We should check out the forest then. Mr. Wright, Isabella, I hope you're ready. Yes, maybe we'll find clues as to Maya's whereabouts. Yeah!
Alright, guys, let's get going already. Our first stop
Hint coins.
is that creepy-looking haunted house up ahead.
Oh, we already have the hint coins. There's not an additional set of hint coins.
Also,
I do remember us having been there.
Sindri, I find it hilarious that Luke's voice makes it
But-
sound like he's always asking a question.
But Sandri, we missed the hint coins in this area.
I just find it funny. It's an interesting acting choice.
Okay.
It seems to be how I'm able to keep the pitch right.
Yep.
Oh, guys, we found a hidden puzzle.
These puzzles show up in the weirdest places sometimes.
If it is another, we gotta organize Phoenix, him and her in a position. I'm out. I am out. I am so out.
You alright if I tried solving this puzzle? I've been watching you all solve puzzles, and it rather looks like fun.
Miss Maya, it appears somebody is solving a puzzle without me. Get my gun.
Sure, Isabella. We wouldn't mind sending this one out. Do we, Luke? Yeah.
I mean, I kind of do, Professor. Oh, maybe not. I'll be cheering for you. Show us what you can do, Isabella.
Luke, Miss Maya, it appears that someone is solving a puzzle. Teleports like Goku.
Okay then, here goes nothing.
Nah, teleport's like hit. Marionettes 2. Oh fuck, I didn't even do Marionettes 1. There are 6 puppets, each with individually controlled body parts. They each have a total... Oh, no, okay, so we've done this one. We gotta get a, full body. So 2 hands, 1 body, and 2 feet. So, like, this doggo has to go this way to at least pick up 1 foot. And there's no other way he can not get a body than this one, right? So, we don't know where his feet are, we don't know where his second hand is. But, at bare minimum, that doggo has to get those 2 spaces, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And I think this doggo, at bare minimum, has to pick up these 2 feet.
I think the right one, the red one, has to go straight down.
And pick up
Just
the body
straight up and
above
down.
it, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that one, and then no, not that way. I think.
Oh wait, hold on a second.
No, I think that that's the. I think that the blue one goes left down, right down.
Yeah, this is the only way it can get to feet, so it has to at least go to those.
Yeah, I know, and then that one above because it's the only one that can use it.
Yeah. Okay, so then that, and then that. Oh wait, no, hold on a second.
No, that's right.
No, it had more. It had more than 2 hands.
Mm.
So red does not have that one. Red has that one.
All right.
Look at
Ta-da!
Don't worry, I can handle this.
that. Late.
I actually
Bang!
kind of like
Glad
this
I
puzzle.
was able to help.
Sorry about that, Miss Maya. I am back.
It's
I
one of
just-
the few like shape puzzles I can do.
I just had to kill a witch. I don't think I picked up all 3 hit coins. Nope.
I think you only got 1 hit coin.
Nope. And 3.
Now you have all 3.
Alright. Now there's no more hint coins left. See, if I go back to this area... See? Phoenix says, "Oh, I think the professor's already been here." Why do you say that, Phoenix? Oh, there's no hit coins left.
Actually, that would be a hilarious solution.
What is this place?
It's a meth laboratory, Phoenix.
What's meth? I don't
Looks like a
usually deal with
workshop
drug
of some sort.
cases.
I wonder what's being mixed inside those cauldrons.
Meth.
Well, maybe it's a witch's potion?
Hey, do you smell that? You think it's coming from the liquid inside?
Luke died of cancer.
I feel like I've smelled this scent before. Look, I don't think it's a good idea to breathe in too much of this scent. That's probably why all those people are wearing masks. What? You think they could be wearing gas masks?
No, they're plague masks, Luke.
So this room could possibly be a little more than hazardous to our health.
Although, funny fact, the plague masks, as they were originally concocted, basically were gas masks.
Yep.
They were to keep out the bad vapors by putting smelly things in the way. Nice smelling things.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
they didn't work in that way, but they did work in another.
I think we'd better move on for now. I think my sinuses are stuffy.
Mr. Wright, look! There's another door on the other side of this room. And it looks like there's no toxic gas there.
Boy, Luke, I wasn't aware you could see toxic gas in the air.
I don't know if I'd call it toxic just yet. Possibly radioactive. Anyway, we need to proceed with our search, so let's go. I mean, to be fair, nothing naturally fluoresces like that if it's not radioactive.
Radioactive. Radioactive. I hit the B button, my mistake.
All systems go.
Luke's breathing in the chemicals.
Ah!
Is that blood?
No, it's blued.
The room's covered with it. I wonder what could have happened here.
Oh, no wait. This doesn't seem to be blood.
Do you see a lot of blood, Mr. Wright?
You have no idea.
I think my yeah.
There. You smell that? It smells like that liquid they're making in the room back there.
Dies
I thought you said we
immediately.
shouldn't sniff it.
Dies
Oh yeah,
immediately.
you're right. Oh yeah, you're right.
You'll probably have sinus cancer now.
No. See, the liquid they're making in the room back there, he instantly recognized it as high-quality drugs, and he just doesn't want these two to get addicted.
Peanut was just like, in regards to the blood, was saying that Luke should have said, "This is what's going to happen to you if we don't find Riddle Daddy soon, Mr. Wright."
Phoenix immediately goes into the K-hole.
I think.
Sorry, I was on autopilot, but
I'm still
Our lines.
I'm still giggling over Riddle Daddy.
yeah, no, that got me. That got me so hard. I was just like, I gotta press the button to keep this
I'm
going.
just sort of used to Peanut saying these things, so it doesn't really affect me the same way.
No. I'm just the right amount of tired to when, like, my brain was on Riddle Daddy and my hands were just, like, clicking the button to go forward.
Self-preservation auto mode engaged.
Alright, Phoenix, it's your line. That other line is lost forever.
Oh, I guess not. Still, something clearly happened here.
Huh? Mr. Wright, Miss Bella, look over there. Is that a secret passage behind the chandelier?
Hey, good eye, Luke. Wonder where it leads.
Good eye, Luke. Look at the giant open doorway. It looks pitch black in there. So, think we should go inside?
Yes, you first, kicks Luke in.
Of course. We're on an investigation, aren't we?
Right. Mr. Wright.
What's this? Luke? Are you scared?
Be old chicken.
You've got it all wrong. I'm perfectly fine in the dark. No problems at all. Right then. I'll be right behind you, Mr. Wright.
Yep, you scared.
I'm right behind you as well, Mr. Wright.
You're scared too, huh, Spella? Thanks, guys. Who do I get to walk behind then? Don't
Mr. Wright,
worry.
You do realize that we can't all walk behind someone.
Well, you can, but you just form a circle.
Wow.
I like how, despite having Phoenix having the line, there was no movement from Phoenix and only from Luke.
Who'd have thought there'd be some ancient underground ruins here?
Wow, this place is rather amazing, isn't it? Look at all those large pillars. That stream of water. The air looks so old. I've never seen anything quite like it. And you say this kind of place is called a ruin, is it?
Interesting. What do they house in the Rue Inn? Are they little mices that go to the Rue Inn, or kangaroos?
Oh, yeah. I guess you don't really have any ancient ruins like this within Labyrinthia, huh?
Phoenix.
Didn't they have something right below the
Phoenix.
puzzle chain?
No, Phoenix hasn't seen that, to be fair, but Phoenix. The town is literally ancient ruins by default.
Nope, this is very clearly a fantasy world.
Ancient ruins.
Something wrong, Luke?
It's just, it reminds me of the professor.
Don't worry, I know he's been here. There's a lack of hit coins in this room.
If you were here, you could tell us anything we wanted to know about these ruins.
I'm pretty sure archaeology doesn't cover fantasy worlds. That's right. The professor was an archaeologist.
Yeah. Sometimes I can almost hear the professor's kind words calling out. Even now, I can almost hear his voice. Professor.
Maya.
I'm coming for you, boy!
No, it's Maya. Give me the gun. I need to kill the blonde one. She completed a puzzle without me.
Me too.
I also want to kill the spiky-haired one. Okay? It'll be fine.
Why do I feel a strange malevolent presence?
He
I can
solved.
almost hear the.
He solved about 4 puzzles without me.
I can almost hear the professor's voice, and Maya's too.
Sure thing, Professor. I don't have a gun, but I have a metal pipe.
Oh god, the hallucinations are back.
I think I hear them as well.
See,
Oh god, they're spreading.
See, all you gotta do is just lift up the pipe like this.
Come to think of it.
It really is like.
It actually hear them.
And lower it really fast. And that came with the... on my end, that came perfectly with the screen flash, too, by the way. I don't know who said what.
What?
Now then, let's check over on... No. Professor, now then, let's check over on that side. Professor, over here.
Dogs! Those voices just now. It has to be.
Yeah, there's no mistaking it.
Professor! Professor!
Luke, what are you doing here? Did you bring my gun?
Oh, you kept it, Professor. Professor, it's really you? I thought you'd never come back. Even though deep down I believe the spell could be broken somehow. There were times I just wasn't sure it was possible. So, Professor.
He just says sob. I'm sorry, my boy. I'm so sorry, my boy. I caused you quite a bit of worry.
Professor, you're all right.
I love when Layton is alive. We find out Layton's alive. We get this epic swelling music, but but Maya does not get this introduction.
Well, of course not. They know better. Professor, what about Maya? I thought I heard her voice too.
Oh, she's dead forever.
You hear in the background Luke going, "Understood, Professor." Blam, 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 blam.
Ah, yes. Not to worry, Mr. Wright. Rest assured, Miss Faye, I took care of her. Puts gun in holster. Yo! Nick! Hey, Nick! 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 I'm over here!
Professor, can I borrow that gun? Maya?
Am I nightmare?
Am I dreaming? Is it really you?
Unfortunately, I found out she's immune to bullets. It's that thick head of hers. They just ricocheted.
To be fair, that would actually be hilarious if that was the reason that she didn't die during the second case in Justice for All.
Yeah, I'm immune to bullets. My sister said it's because I have a really thick skull.
See, I used to put rocks up my nose when I was a kid, and the doctor said I just put so many up there it started replacing brain. Hey, Nick, I'm alive! Yep, the professor and I are as real can be.
You have no idea how relieved I am. Really, I've never been so happy to see you.
All right, alternate world. No, wait, hold on a second.
0.
I still need that alternate world where Sandry is still voicing Phoenix. Let's go.
I mean,
Go ahead.
you have no idea how relieved I am. Really, I've never been so happy to see you. Okay, that's not entirely true. When you multiply by 0.
You have no idea.
I'm really sorry, Nick. You must have been worried sick. It's just, well, I wanted to do something to help a spell, you know?
In fairness, I wasn't worried sick, because you don't worry about someone you think has been burned alive, you stupid cow.
No, it's not your fault, Maya. It's mine. I have PTSD now. If only I'd helped you sooner, then none of this would have happened.
I'm
and
going
I
to be
wouldn't
honest.
having nightmares.
I'm going to be
Or
honest.
hallucinations.
Justice for All final case. There is probably little doubt he actually does suffer from PTSD from that. Like, if we actually take the characters as they are and not like how Sandry wants to see them, where you know Sandry really hates Maya, right? Like, if we take Phoenix as his character, like his assistant was kidnapped, like left alone in a room for a long period of time. I think it was hinted at that she was slightly starved too, like she didn't get any food at all.
Shouldn't he be the one with PTSD then?
Well, yeah, but he had to go through all those hoops to find her. Like, towards the end there, he was a freaking mess. Was he not? Like, he was a mess, like...
Kind of.
Well, to be fair, he probably has some really good therapists. He's like the only person in the game that gets therapy.
And he had to do that entire trial while being whipped by both Edgeworth and Francesca.
Oh, don't
Or he
forget
says, oh,
don't forget the brief stint of amnesia due to brain damage.
well, that was earlier.
No, that's later. Oh wait, that was
No,
both
no,
earlier
that's
and later.
It's the tutorial trial.
Yeah, it's the tutorial trial, and then later when he decides to jump in a river in the next game.
With one of the most impressively unlucky characters I've ever encountered. Along with Maya,
to
the
be
two
fair,
that managed to stay accused of murder
he
so
was
often.
he was crossing basically a rope and wood bridge while it was deeply on fire. Like, there was probably no GM in the world that would go, the Berlin Bridge collapses.
Me and Maya are trauma bonded.
The thing is, Maya's kind of immune to trauma, so...
And you wouldn't have dropped into that pit of fire.
Whiplash from, we're trauma bonded too. Oh yeah, there's a scene going on. I thought I'd never see you again, Nick. I'm really sorry.
Thank you. You have no idea how long I've wanted to hear those words.
Come now, you two should kiss. Everyone here did the best that they could. That is what has enabled us to power through the hardship and reunite. Layton, Fred.
Some of us could have done better. Ooh, we're John Maddening.
I didn't realize that was still written in the corner there, by the way.
It was hidden.
That is what I believe.
Yeah, you're right, Professor.
Right you are, Professor.
Good old Professor Layton logic. Logic's so good, it'll leave you good as gold, right, Professor? Haha.
It's a little too soon, Maya.
Indeed, Miss Faye. Looks at gun, pulls out Desert Eagle, maybe.
Sorry, that thought just reminded me. Stephen Colbert recently was talking about how they're planning to kill the penny, and he said, "So how do you kill the penny? Well, first you send it to a play," and then just looked and was just like, "What? Too soon?" I'm so glad you're all okay. Maya, are you hurt? Are you suffering from any burns? Professor, has your arm been properly reattached to your body?
We're all quite right, Dispella, I assure you. You may rest easy, but what's that about my arm being detached? Is this a threat? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
If
look.
you ever get lost again, I will sever all of your limbs.
Yeah, look, we're perfectly fine.
Oh, thank goodness. Definitely.
Espella.
Phew, the spell looks super relieved.
I like
I'm
giving...
feeling quite
By,
relieved, Mr. Wright.
by the way, I like giving her, like, the California girl, like, accent, but it is so hard for me to put emotion on that voice. It really is. So I'm falling into, like, something that I hate, which is just, you gotta maintain the voice at all costs. We're entirely unharmed, Espella. Please, dry your tears. And Layton only has one emotion, and that is dad mode, so,
That is gentleman.
Yeah, gentlemen. Look
Finland.
what you started, Nick. Everyone got all sappy, and now you made Espella cry.
Professor, can I have that gun, please?
You're right. A gentleman must never ever make a lady cry.
Well, why is it my fault?
Thank you, everyone.
Mr. Wright, you kept those two safe out of harm's way. For that, you have my utmost gratitude.
No problem, Professor. I honestly couldn't have done it on my own. Luke and Espella really helped me when I needed it the most. Likewise, I should be thanking you for keeping Maya safe. Thank you so much.
Not at all, Mr. Wright. After all, it isn't a gentleman's duty to help a lady in need. And you, Miss Wright, were the lady in need. Nick, you should really learn to be a proper gentleman, like the professor here. Wear a hat.
Well, I'm not too sure I'd be able to pull off the whole top hat look, for one.
So, John, did you know that line was coming, or did you just happen to make that joke?
Mr. Wright, it is an honor to once again team up with you. No matter what challenges may lay on our way, with your help, I'm certain we can overcome them. It's not like we're in a game called Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. That would be ridiculous. Let us go forth and solve the mystery that is Labyrinthia, shall we?
Absolutely. We'll fight for Espella until the very end. Professor, I'm looking forward to working with you, putting an end to this mystery once and for all.
It will be my pleasure, Mr. Wright. I see. So that's what happened to Miss Kidda.
Yeah, that's why I think there's more to the witch trials than meets the eye.
Aha! So you figured out there was something fishy with that fire pit. The patented Mick investigation method. Dive headfirst into a pit and figure out it's not really a pit after all. Proven and tested.
I prefer the Nickvestigation method. 2, I didn't go there first.
Which game did that... Did he actually dive into a pit in another game that I just don't remember?
Definitely not in the first grade.
Yeah. Well, there's one case we didn't do, but Maya wasn't there, so she wouldn't comment on that. Oh yeah, like when we actually get back to do that case, Maya's not in that case at all. Just FYI.
Nice.
Boy, thanks. I really missed you, Maya. Anyway, that was how we ended up here.
Oh please! I'm the reason why your play stays afloat. If it wasn't for the number of times I had to pay you to get me out of jail, there's no way you'd be able to afford your own bills.
You eat my food and sleep at my place.
Yeah, but it's all paid for by my family. I'm rich.
And that's one of the few reasons I tolerate you. So, what about that great witch you said you ran into?
We still don't know much about her. However, it seems she was the one responsible for leading us here. I mean, I don't think she actually is rich in game, but like that actually kind of makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Because he's had to represent her so many times. She also told us a place containing many secrets regarding the storyteller's story, a place she refers to as the beginning.
Beginning. You're saying my father's secrets are hidden there?
As I suspected, you have never heard of this place, correct?
That's right. This is also the first time I've ever seen these ruins. I think everything will be made clear when we get there. Labyrinthia, even the Great Witch.
It is as the Great Witch said it would be.
Oh, it's a bit scary, to be honest.
Huh?
I feel as if getting to the bottom of all this and exposing Labyrinthia's secrets will change everything.
Phoenix, who the hell is she looking at? We're not in first-person mode. This game doesn't do first-person mode except during the trials. She is staring off into nobody.
Yeah, she's looking into the middle distance.
Is she soliloquizing? Isn't this supposed to be blue text, Phoenix?
No, blue text is in blue. That's how you know it's blue text.
Who the hell is she talking to?
I heard you speaking, Maya.
Go find your own color of text.
Knowing my father's secrets.
Espella.
I think the old me would be absolutely terrified right now. She probably couldn't even go on. But I must stay strong. I must know the truth. I've been so blind to the truth this entire time. Because of you all, I'm finally able to see the world for what it really is.
She's leaning forward, Phoenix. Like, who the hell is she talking to? It looks over like gets behind her and looks in the distance. What the hell is she looking at?
Phoenix is also looking into the middle distance. Maya.
That's why I want to go along with you.
Oh, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
We're all in this together. Woo. Wait. Woo.
Just the flattest woo.
I'm Maya. I'm a bubbly gal. Woo! Let's get ready, Espella. This is going to be an adventure you'll never forget.
Okay, Maya.
I believe that large door is on the other side of the room and should lead us further inside.
In that case,
We should investigate immediately, right, Professor?
Way to interrupt Phoenix. A gentleman never interrupts a person's text box.
If you say so, Professor.
Yes, that's right. We
Are you
must.
sure about that, Professor?
I must say, I have not seen you so excited in quite a while, my boy.
Really?
that's because he's just itching to get to solving some puzzles with you, Professor.
Oh, I thought it was because he's going to be suffering from PTSD and we're going to take him to therapy. He thought I was dead, after all.
Yeah, well, I thought a lot of people were dead.
Haha. Then we should not delay. Let us investigate that large gate ahead. But before we do,
You know the funny thing?
There's
They
a
would have
room.
known that they would have known the professor wasn't dead if they just tried to channel him through Maya.
I mean, yes.
God, can you imagine Maya? What Maya would look like if she's channeling Professor Layton?
It would look like Professor Layton wearing a kimono.
Yeah.
And
imagine
black hair.
Maya's face with the dot eyes.
No, I don't think she'd have. I don't think he would have the hair. Like, as far as I know, they changed completely.
No, they gain her black hair. Like that actually is an important part. They do gain her black hair. Yep, and that guy got banned real quick.
Oh, someone got banned?
Yeah.
I don't have the chat open.
Well, you can see it to the right.
Fascinating.
Like they get banned right away. I'm just going to temporarily do that so we don't see it. It should have cleared it on my end, but it didn't. So, you know, what am I going to do here? But no, I have a bot
I thought you
that
got all the keys.
What?
I thought you got all the keys. Not keys. Coins.
I was seeing if there's anything else here.
Ah.
Okay. There's like, you know, a couple. Like we're not voicing them, but if I see one that interests me, I'll do it. You know. Okay, well, nothing in here. Okay, now that we've gotten all the hint coins, let's keep going. There appears to be a puzzle here. Thank you all for waiting, and now I shall solve this puzzle.
That's weird. There's no handle. It doesn't look like we'll be able to push open the door. Oh, look. Looks like there's a keyhole. Does anyone have a key?
But we don't have a key.
Yeah, Nick, what would you do without me?
Go slowly insane.
Sorry! The professor and I found this back in the side room over there. It appears this key belongs to this door. Now watch as Maya the Magnificent works her magic and opens the door. Please hold your applause. And by the way, in case you're wondering, she actually does integrate Zavari into her common lexicon after that case. Yes.
I know. I think it's the second or third case of Trials and Tribulations. That's what she proposes. Her New Year's resolution should be Zavari take on the world.
Yeah.
I think it's the third I think it's the third case in Trials and Tribulations, one right after that case.
It sounds like a knockoff of Sabaros.
Oh, you don't remember that? So there is a trial where there's basically a fake investigator or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Yes.
Where his like catchphrase is "Savari, I got it." Take that.
I kind of figured that. I was just making fun of how it sounds like Sabaros,
Huh?
like the pizza place.
What seems to be the matter, Miss Faye? What gives? This key won't work. Maybe it's a fake.
I like how your first instinct is to think the key is fake instead of just belonging to another door.
Let's not hastily jump to any conclusions. Look closely here. It appears this key is part of a puzzle.
Right. A puzzle, you say?
The key is a
Please
knife.
lean away when you pitch a tent.
The key is a knife. It would seem our progression
a
will
key
not be
knife.
as easy as we thought. But don't worry, this knife, it is also a key.
I guess we have to sharpen it so we can cut the king's hair. Alright then, if it's a puzzle that needs solving, that's your cue, Professor.
Not quite, Mr. Wright. Apparently I'm going to give the puzzle to you because I am feeling generous today. This puzzle requires your particular expertise.
Well, wait, me?
Your unique way of thinking may be crucial to finding the solution.
As I say, it requires a primitive knowledge of Japan-American law.
Don't worry, you will do fine. Remember, you have seen many different kinds of puzzles during our time here at Labyrinthia.
Yeah, I solved 4 while you were made of gold.
I believe... Yes, and I killed you each time for that. I believe you are now well prepared for tackling any number of puzzles that may come your way. Also, how could you not get that one hidden puzzle? It was so easy. You just gotta have done the right set of jumps.
I'm not exactly sure that's true, but...
I love how that response works for both my out-of-character statement and... continues the lines.
If there are any contradictions in this puzzle, I'll do my best to point them out.
No, I see. It requires a single index finger. That's why it's his special expertise.
Puzzle 57, Objectionable Lock. There appears to be an intricate keyhole in the middle of a massive door. An inscription, the door reads, "The key is proceeding is in the key." If you recall, Maya tried unlocking the door with the key, but it would not turn. Strange indeed. Try using the key from different angels. Okay, this is one of those ones that I just kind of know. If I remember correctly. Okay. Oh, wait. This is one of those ones you just have to go through, like... Oh, there we go. Wait. Hold on a second. Come on. Ah, here we go. And insert. No? Yeah, okay, this has to go through storyline quest. You have to insert it from the handle in.
You get stuck halfway through. It's like Maya said. There must be some special way of unlocking it. Perhaps you put the key partway in and then you turn it.
I hate you, Maya. You just need to flip your way of thinking, that's all. I figured it out. Why can't you?
Turn the chessboard, I guess?
It could be that we just need to flip the key, too.
Sit, Maya. The key is how you hold the key. Let's give it another shot.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? It's still not working? We tried everything. It just won't open. There must be some other way the key fits into the keyhole.
Perhaps it would be wise to reevaluate our way of thinking.
Boy, this is like the puzzle to end all puzzles.
Come on, Nick. Quick your whining. Where's that Ace Attorney's spirit? Wait, hold on a second.
Whining?
No. Your answer to me, where's that Ace Attorney spirit, is like, she would be here if you would channel her, Maya.
She would be here if you could channel her, Maya. But no, I can't do that all the time, Nick.
All right.
Who's whining? Anyway, maybe we should try a little courtroom thinking on this one.
Objection.
Hold it!
The fuck?
So, the problem is that we haven't been able to figure out what we have to do past this point.
Well, what, dumbass?
By the way, I love your response to doing hold it in the middle of the puzzle, by the way. The fuck? Have you spotted something, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, you could say that. I think we've been thinking about this all wrong. That's why we haven't been able to see the true nature of this puzzle.
Excellent, Mr. Wright. Let us clear our heads and give it another go, shall we? I think that's where we need to be. Head dumb, because apparently Maya figured it out.
The key to proceeding is in the key. This must have something to do with the true nature of the key itself.
Wait, the key is not a knife. The key is a key. So, is the key in using the key? Is the key in the keyhole, or is the key in the key itself? Sandra, you're always the one that gets to choose these.
I'm gonna go with the third one, which is just why we couldn't have just flipped the key around a couple of times, put it in the thing, and been done with the matter. But
the true nature of this puzzle lies in the very key itself.
I love how it's not actually a puzzle, because like a puzzle, you'd be presented with the rules and the components. Instead, you're presented with a story.
Take a closer look at the key. Notice the small gaps all around? We just have to move this and...
I don't know why, but I feel like something like this might show up in your game. So I'm just going to leave this pause here for like a few seconds for you to, I don't know, hit the print screen button or something while I take a sip of my water here. That's some good water. Anywho, I'm going to keep going now.
There. The key to the key. So, what do we do now? Professor, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so, Phoenix. But where would we get fuck? Where would we get a horse at this hour?
No, you idiot.
Indeed. These puzzles appear to fit into something. It is a puzzle within a puzzle.
I assume it's to make like a square or something? A puzzle within a... Hey, Mr. Wright! That must mean the area around the keyhole is...
Exactly. Go.
Exactly. The pieces are the key, and the space around the keyhole is the real keyhole.
I hate they couldn't just let us have the puzzle.
Turnabout puzzle!
And of course, it's off screen. Just fix that real quick. Okay. It turned out the key to solving this puzzle was within the key itself. The broken segments of the key seemed to be fit inside the surrounding keyhole. Solve this final piece of the puzzle and continue on.
They could have just done that. Like, why did they need to have this part first?
Wait, I thought... Okay, yes. I can also rotate these. Okay. I forget if this is one where I've got to, like, match it to the...
I think that one on the far right has to go along the top.
Yeah, it does. Or bottom.
Well, I think that it has to latch with the,
Yeah, but the controls of this are not... When it allows me to rotate and when it allows me to move is not... Come on. Oh. Wait, you allowed me to turn it... Ah, here we go. Okay, that actually, like, dropped into place, Sandry, so I think it actually goes down there. So... Nope. Nope. That has to surround... That has to basically surround this. If it goes there.
I await your
Oh,
verdict. Puzzle solved. Take that.
Take that. We did take that, Sandry.
Yes,
Phil?
I heard.
Correct. The key fits perfectly into the hole once it's broken into smaller pieces. And by the way, what if that wasn't really the puzzle? They just snapped the key in half for no reason, and Basile's going, "What the hell are these guys doing?" Fine, I'll just open the door for them. Oh, we actually got this music. Whoa. That was awesome, Nick. We actually got the pursuit music off of that. Who would have thought the key would have a completely different form?
Now that's what I call thinking outside the box, Mr. Wright. Now I'll be able to continue through the ruins. It's all thanks to you, Mr. Wright.
I don't really think I did all that much, though. Please, praise me more. I very rarely get it.
You have my thanks as well, Mr. Wright. Such a unique skill as yours is no small feat, I assure you. I never would have thought of destroying a priceless artifact, but you just went ahead and did it. With our combined efforts, I am confident we can get to the bottom of the mysteries clouding Labyrinthia.
Absolutely, Professor. You know, it's been a good while since we were last able to team up.
Hold on a second. I gotta get into something here. Is it information group that I want to open up? No, it is. Here we go. That's the one I want to open up. Okay, it's down there.
Are you okay there, Mr. Wright?
Just circle this part right here. Indeed. Unfortunately, I've been a little less animate than usual of late. But hey, it all worked out in the end, and it's all thanks to the Professor's golden arm.
Yeah, but still. The only reason we even got his arm back was because that pawnbroker returned it. We got really lucky, that's for sure.
Did you say my arm was returned by a pawnbroker, Mr. Wright? May I ask, what is the particular story behind that?
Don't worry about it, Professor. It's probably best if we just kept on moving.
Yeah, good idea, Mr. Wright. Let's go, Professor.
What? There's fire in those statues.
My boy. It would appear we've stumbled upon yet another very elaborate mechanism here. Hey, Luke, Espella, check this out. Those plants are glowing.
Oh, Maya? That's actually luminous moss. Even though the moss looks like it's glowing in the dark, it's actually reflecting light from its surroundings. Its unique cells are responsible for the mysterious green color.
Nerd!
So, it's actually reflecting light. I would say that was an incredibly detailed explanation, Luke. Of course. I am the professor's apprentice, after all. You never know what kind of weird lighting sources ancient people have used.
Luke, check this out. If you poke the moss, it totally makes your finger glow. I say we try a little experiment. Stay still, I'm going to put a whole bunch of moss all over you. That way you'll be as bright as the professor.
I'll stab you in the eye, Maya. Professor, can I have your gun, please?
Luke, I thought you had my gun.
No, I would have solved a lot of problems by now. That's not funny, Maya. Put down that clump of moss, Maya.
I will shoot you, Maya. Big book. Big book, small book meme. Big book, the entire game. Small book, the game, if Luke had a 45.
Maya would also probably have been shot.
You're also Phoenix.
Looks like the tension level just took a big drop, huh?
I think it's about time we saw some smiling faces. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Wright? You appear to be lacking a smiling idol animation.
Yeah, definitely. Need to get that fixed. Having the whole gang together again is reason enough to smile, alright.
Mr. Wright, let's give this some space and explore on ahead ourselves for the time being. Let us split up the party. The GM isn't that bad in this world, right?
He turned you into gold.
I got better. Any ideas where that last hit coin is? I'm running out of thoughts. I'm just sort of looking around, not knowing where the third hint coin is. I've tried the fire several times. Oh, there's the third hint coin. It's in that indescript location right over there. And the hidden puzzle.
Professor, it looks like there are letters of some sort etched onto this stone slate.
This would appear to be some sort of ancient script.
Huh. Real shame we can't read it.
It reads your mother. Mr. Wright, surely you remember my occupation, do you not? I know every ancient script.
Oh, do you know Strange Tongue? Oh yeah. You said you're an archaeologist, right? Then that means you can actually read it?
I cannot say for
Technically,
certain,
that would be... Go
but
ahead.
I
Go
will
ahead.
do my best to see what I can decode. Give me one moment.
So the professor is an archaeologist trying to uncover the secrets of magic. Sounds like something out of a movie or a video game.
Hey, Nick, what are you and the professor doing over there?
None of your business. We found some ancient writing on this stone slate.
Boring nerd stuff. Going back to Moss.
The professor is attempting to decipher it right now. So keep your voice down, please. I know it's very difficult for you.
That's so cool. Or in a really sciencey, geeky, nerdy kind of way.
Hey, where are Spell and Luke?
Oh, them? They're over by the water trying to wash the moss off Luke.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you must have had something to do with that, Maya.
My apologies for the wait. I have managed to decipher the script. Wow, I'm back to voicing the characters again. Professor, so, don't keep us waiting. What does it say? Is it a clue about witches and magic? Or maybe it's Bazella's secret evil plans for taking over Labyrinthia? I'm afraid not, Miss Faye. This slate appears to be a warning.
A warning, Professor?
Yes, allow me to read it aloud. Heed these words, those who enter through these gates of destruction. Do not proceed any further, or you will soon find yourself haunted with memories most terrifying. When this gate is opened, and the dreaded sound heard once more throughout, the calamity shall befall us once again. The inner sanctum has been locked with the 3 seals. The first is the seal of Leviathan. Second, the seal of Despair. Third, the seal of Sages. Leave these seals in place or face the dire consequences. Heed this warning well.
Sounds like this is not a place of honor.
There's no honor. Calamity.
Haunted with memories most terrifying.
Nothing.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you think this means Bazella? If we continue on to the beginning, will we end up finding the real Bazella? Going strictly by what we've read so far, I would say it's the most likely scenario.
Bazella is the one responsible for the appearance of witches and all other misfortunes we've seen so far. Yet what's written on the slate seems to say the opposite. It's almost like Bazella was actually sealed away.
And long ago, someone must have been able to break that seal and release her. That would explain why Bazella is on the loose again.
Guys, what should we do? Dots.
Dots.
I say we go on.
Espella?
Do you think all the needs to gather truth no matter what?
No.
Yeah, but like ancient curses.
If that's the case, we cannot just turn back now.
Yeah, we can. The entrance right back over there. Right you are,
Hold
Spella.
on.
We cannot abandon your duty and this whole room is green, we all start falling to the earth. Ah!
No, that's the corridor.
We cannot abandon our duty and turn back. Although the road ahead may be fraught with danger, it is unlikely we'll have another opportunity like this to find the truth.
Yeah. We only have until the start of that parade. That doesn't give us much time. We have to find some decisive clues here.
Like finding out who released Bazella from her prison.
Ah! After 10,000 years, I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth!
No! The problem is like that scene is forever ruined for me through a little parody show called DuckTales Z3.
Alpha, Rita has
Woo
escaped.
woo?
Find me some teenagers with attitude.
No, DuckTales Z3, Rita Repulsa hires Vegeta to go kill Scrooge McDuck to take his lucky dime because it's the last last of the 7 orbs of power for her to get her wish granted.
So it's
incredibly
Newgrounds
stupid.
bullshit.
It is Newgrounds bullshit. It came from Newgrounds. It's still amazing though. Alright then, it's settled. Come on guys, let's settle up.
Do right. Let's get going.
Mighty morphing power lawyers.
First is the seal of Leviathan. I believe it may be referring to this very river. Perhaps we can find a clue somewhere nearby. No.
It's a hidden puzzle?
Okay, I'm gonna try to find the hidden puzzle. Come on. No hidden puzzle there. Ah, found the hidden puzzle.
Professor, look! There's a puzzle hidden here.
Ah, yes, puzzle. Puzzle, my boy. We shall puzzle.
I'll solve it straight away, Professor.
Puzzle.
Dear Professor, are you off your meds again?
Monster Dash. Do you just love the stop screen, by the way? An enormous monster is after Luke. Touch the bottom icons on the touchscreen to drop a bomb in the monster's path and hinder its progress. Find the path that will drop all of the normal bombs after they've been dropped. Touch the golden bomb to deliver the final blow. Keep in mind you cannot tread the same path twice. So in other words, hit all the normal bombs and get to the exit. Okay. If that's the case, the answer is...
Oh, I can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I already figured it out.
Top left, down, right, middle, up, top right.
See what you think of this.
I'm a little bit sad that I was actually the last one to that train. I was still figuring it out.
Back in one of my after schools, it's got to be 25 years ago. They had one of the instructors had me draw it was basically a house with an X. And the goal was to do it without lifting the pencil and redrawing it a second time, and my brain will continually bring that thing back up and redo it. So my brain's just sort of wired to do that particular style of puzzle.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was getting to that solution. I was working backwards, and then both of you were just like, "No, we got it. Here, do that." Like, oh shit.
But, that particular puzzle just happens to be one of the idle animations in my brain, basically.
Idle animations in my brain. Tetris. I have the DS, the DS release of Tetris, and I'm still mad that this happened, but I'll never have the patience to do it again, right? But on my DS, what I would do is I would keep it closed most of the time, open it up, rapidly hit the A button to keep a piece alive forever, because you can actually keep a piece alive forever for that. And I managed to get not only back to level 99, I was working on maxing out the score counter.
Someone actually did that relatively recently.
No, you're thinking of the
back to
NES
one.
version of the game.
Yes.
I am
That is
talking
fair.
about specifically of the 3DS version of the game, which I have significantly more digits to go through. And the thing that drove me bad is there was just one time I let the battery run out, and I was significant. I was a huge I got to I think it's they do it level, and then they have some other counter, and I got both those counters to their max. And I was like, well, the only other counter to max now is my score, right? Anyway. Hey, there's something under the water. It looks like a stone path. You're right, Maya, but it doesn't look safe to cross with that current.
You don't think we could somehow raise the platforms and use them to get across, do you?
Dots.
My
What
voice
if-
just suddenly dropped.
What if we throw Maya in the river, and then we step on her as we cross? No objections?
I'll grab her feet.
None.
Well done, my boy. It would seem we discovered another puzzle. God damn it. If there's a puzzle here, I've got to solve it. I'm sorry. The Maya killing will happen later.
And apparently, Luke has also discovered puberty, it sounds like.
But, by the way, Maya can perfectly hear this conversation. She is just like, oh, they're talking about killing me again? That's so nice. I believe
I like
these...
you when people talk about me.
I believe these seals mentioned in the text are actually puzzles, which means we don't have to kill Maya, unfortunately.
I am reasonably certain that Maya has Baby Shark playing on a loop inside her brain.
Baby shark. Oh, like do 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 do.
Would it be alright if I gave this puzzle a try? No need to worry, Spella. The professor will get us across in no time.
Notice how the professor went from smile animation to serious face animation. Spella.
How dare you?
But I want to do my part and help out too. Please let me help out. I must repay your kindness.
I'm right here, Spella. You're not talking to Maya.
I imagine when she said that, she like grabbed the professor by his lapel and was like right in his face.
Spella.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice just now.
No need to apologize. You made your feelings quite clear, Spella, and for that you have my thanks. You will be the first to die when we sacrifice. Now then,
Remember, children, it's always a good idea to express your emotions in a healthy manner.
shall we leave this puzzle
Close
to
that
you?
knife.
I know you will be successful. Otherwise,
The
Otherwise,
knife.
Maya? So it's a win-win. Okay. Thank you so much. I won't let you down, Professor.
oh, you better not. Now, 3 large platforms lead across the river. Each platform is being weighed down by a large piece of stone. Moving a stone block on a platform will add additional weight and cause it to lower. Likewise, removing a stone block will cause the platform to rise. You also use all the stone blocks to lower or raise the platforms so that the way they are in even height. Oh, those extra boxes down here!
Oh, you didn't notice that?
No, I didn't. Okay, hold on a second. So that one's the lowest, so big box probably goes on there. That's even. That's even. Game, that's even. Game.
Are you required to use all the boxes?
I think you have to use all the boxes.
Okay, in which case, probably that. Nope. Well, this is annoying. Any ideas about what the order of boxes are?
Not really, but I'm sort of confused because you were able to even out the platforms. It's like, but you didn't use all the blocks. Like, but why would I use all the blocks? I had the platforms even.
Yeah, if I had, like, numbers for these, this would be a heck of a lot easier to follow. Okay, what if it's that? No. I think the big box... I think we can agree the big box does not go on the far right platform.
No, I think it might go in the middle, though.
Probably. Unfortunately, I gotta use all the blocks. Yeah. I don't think it goes on the middle. Because even if it's on the middle, if it's not... you know, these two aren't even, right? If it's on the middle. And the minimum I can put on there is that. And the moment I take too much off of the middle, like, there's no way that the left side is catching up. So I think the big box does, no matter what, go on the left side. Nope, that's not helpful. Okay, that's irregular.
Look at the instructions again real quick.
Use all the stone blocks. So, yeah, it is a use all.
Okay.
Like, so it is correct that it is a use all, but like the thing I'm struggling is this box, like, there's no way like we can get enough weight on all the other blocks to, like, you know, do with it on the right side, right? So big box has to go on one of the first two, and I think it is the first one. This isn't so much of a this would be a puzzle if I had like numbers to deal with at the very least, but I don't. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh, got it!
Oh,
Woo!
exciting!
Looks
Puzzles
like you
sound
live
a
for
lot of
now,
fun, isn't it?
Aspella. Wait, it just occurred to me. Aspella's like, oh, I solved the puzzle. Like, Leighton said, I said use all the boxes, Aspella. Starts loading in guns into his loading in bullets into his 6-shooter. That's one seal cleared.
Amazing, Isabella. You raised the platform. I really did it, didn't I?
That was quite remarkable, Aspella. Extremely well done. I knew you could do it, Aspella. The civilization that once existed here must have been quite advanced, considering the mechanisms used on these platforms. I can't help but wonder what
He
became
says
of
coming
them.
from a world of automobiles and planes.
Mm-hmm.
I bet there'll be a clue somewhere up ahead, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
So this must be the Seal of Despair.
Or the seal of Danganronpa. Hoo. You know, it's wait, wrong character. You know, it's probably best we don't look down at the bottomless pit, unless you want a one-way trip in the darkness. Hey, Nick, you're used to jumping into pits. Pushes Nick into the pit.
Okay, then you first, Amaya. Push.
As I thought, this too is a puzzle.
Leave it to me, Professor.
You get a pass, Luke, being my bullet boy. This bad boy's all mine. Oh, don't tempt me, Maya.
Oh, never mind. Luke pushes her.
Well now, it seems you both gained some of Aspella's spirit. In that case, how about you both tackle this puzzle together? That way we can solve 2 birds with 1 bullet.
All right.
just leave it to us. This is how Maya constantly gets into trouble. She's just walking in on like criminal proceedings and or not criminal proceedings, criminal fights, and she's just constantly going there like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" There's a bridge across
crimes.
Yes, there's a bridge across the crevice. Unfortunately, the pathway is cut off halfway through. You can bridge to bridge. There's a bridge. Bridge it. So center, down, up. Okay, so this always feels better if I work slightly backwards. Okay, so middle, up, or down on this one. But this one is only middle or down. So if this one's middle or down, let's go middle, middle. This one's top or down. It was default down, right? So I'm going to switch it to top. Top to middle. Middle to down. Down to up. And then change this one to bottom. There we go. I'm trying to rotate! I'm trying to rotate! Ah, damn it. She made it across.
Let's do it, Miss Moya.
Just what I'd expect from the professor's apprentice.
You did it. Good job, everybody.
We did it. We fixed the bridge. Now we can go on to the last seal.
Okay, time to focus. Just keep staring straight ahead, and whatever you do, look down a lot.
Just make sure you don't go jumping around on that thing. I don't think my heart could take it.
Mr. Wright, it's really nice and steady. Look, hop up and down.
Ah! Cut that out, Luke. Seriously, you're gonna give me a heart attack.
They're so full of energy, aren't they, Professor?
All the better to sacrifice them for. How do you think I stay eternally young? That they are, Espella. Keeping our spirits up will bode well for our investigation. Come, the last seal is just up ahead. Oh shit, we didn't pick up the hint coins.
This is the final one, right?
Indeed, the gates of destruction will open once the seal of sages is broken. It seems our turn has come, Mr. Wright.
Oh, yes. I've been really looking forward to this, Professor.
That, do not exactly scream, I can't wait to do this puzzle, Nick.
Oh, would you hush up?
No.
Hey, take a look at those two square recesses in the pedestal. Looks like they're there for some purpose. I wonder what it would be.
This is a puzzle that cannot be solved by one person alone. I believe we must combine our strength if we're to have any hope of opening that door. How fitting
It's
that
the crude multiplayer.
I do not know why you brain worked me, but give me a second. How fitting that the final seal should present us with a formidable challenge. Mr. Wright, I have no doubt that together we can solve this puzzle. Shall we begin?
I'm ready when you are, Professor. The Professor's a puzzle-solving expert. I just hope I don't slip up too much.
There are 4 stone slabs and a pedestal with 2 resources. Each stone slab has a different symbol. Place the slab in the recesses and check to make sure each slab and seals. Seal and slab and seals. We can rotate them. Make the picture. Okay. Ooh, I think this is actually one of them. Would you rather the small screen be big or the big screen be small? Or would you rather...
I see where you're coming. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, let's see here.
And I think the second one is the next one if you rotate it sideways.
Which way would I have to rotate it? No, actually,
Right
it'd be the
ones.
last one. I think. Yeah, because both sides have the lines.
Mm.
But let me double check the top one. So, oh wait, and I need to rotate this 180 degrees. Because, okay, for the left-right one, the right one is on top of the left one. For the up-down one, the down one is above the top one. So yeah, I think that works. Honestly, the easiest
Let us
puzzle
think
was the
about
last
this
one.
together. Every puzzle has an answer.
Oh god. You did not get to hear that because I don't think Discord transfers stereo, but Leighton was in this ear, Phoenix was in this ear. Wonderful. You can finally continue the deepest depths of the ruins.
Alex! Did you hear that just now? The door's opening.
Woo. Way to go. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Woo. Way to go. I knew you guys could do it.
Glad we got past that one. I wonder what's on the other side of this door.
Indeed. It is certainly intriguing, Mr. Wright. We do not know what might await us on the other side of that door.
It's all right. I'm not scared. We've come so far and we must continue. We must find out what's behind all of this.
Scaredy Cat says what?
Let's do it. Let's move forward.
This room.
God, we are all irradiated. Looks like a shrine of some sort.
Certainly is very beautiful. Light is most unearthly. Seems quite unfitting that this place should be associated with destruction, doesn't it? Looks so alive and put together. It's not like the rest of the ruins at all. It's actually pretty well preserved.
I wonder if someone else came here before us.
Come on, guys. I think we could relax a bit. Especially after that puzzle that almost made Nick pass out. You know, honestly, I thought Bazella would come charging at us the second we opened the door and turn us all into frogs.
Maya, you're starting to give me the creeps.
So it looks like Bazella's a no-show. Huh?
I suggest we scour the room for any potential clues. But before we do that... Okay, there's no hint coins along the way. Apparently. There are some hint coins in here, though. I found one. I sure hope I can find all 3 hint coins. Otherwise, we might be here for a while, guys. There's 2. Guys, aren't you excited for the hint coins? We're going to need them for the final battle, aren't we? Oh, wait, that was the 3rd one? Okay, don't say a damn thing. I'll just go ahead and carry this stable on my own. Guys?
Oh, sorry.
Ahoy?
What's up with this pedestal? It looks a bit strange. It looks like something is missing.
It would appear something quite large once stood here. Perhaps an object of worship. Something large? Get your head out of the gutter, Professor.
Ah, look up there, above the shrine. What's that? Looks like there are marks all over the wall.
Oh, it's been a while since we did that bit. I was hoping it died.
We have someone who speaks the dead here. Nothing ever stays steady.
Whatever was on this pedestal must have been larger than I originally thought.
Seems whatever it was has been taken away for some reason. I wonder why.
The inscription on the stone plaque could perhaps offer us a clue, although I'm afraid the words in this inscription are somewhat ancient. So you can't read what it says? It'd be quite a different story if I were able to take this relic back to London for analysis. As it stands now, however, I may be able to decipher a portion of it.
Ah, yes, the traditional English practice
Really,
of
Professor?
taking things from other cultures back to London.
For analysis, my friend.
What
That's
does
what
it
they
say
always
then?
say.
It says dots.
It belongs in a museum, doesn't it, Professor?
It sure is asking to go to a museum, that much is for certain. We can keep it preserved there for future generations. That way we can make sure it stays relevant. And not completely taken away from its original cultural significance or context. It seems as if the previous inhabitants of these ruins were responsible for this inscription. While the inscription itself would appear to be yet another mystery to be solved, allow me to read it out loud. You must solve the Carnoffel Code. Now that was one for Sandry, if Sandry actually remembers that.
I do not.
Remember the game we played called Inscription? The Carnoffel Code was part of the backstory of the ARG.
I really don't remember. I remember it being fucking weird is what I remember it being.
Oh, Inscription was great. The Carnoffel Code, what it was the order of a set of tarot cards in Hitler's breast pocket that he was buried with. That's the Russians dug up, and somehow that allows all of the characters on the inscription, like the actual physical disc, right, to have gained sentience.
Wow.
It's a fucking weird game.
I mean, it's a great game, but so Jordan, there is. If you are the type to sniff out ARGs, that will be a game for you. But I'm going to tell you, unless you are prepared to go deep, you might just look up the answer to the ARG. The former inhabitants of these ruins created a bell out of pure silver, as a tribute to the gods they worshipped here.
So they made a giant silver bell. That's actually pretty impressive.
However, when the bell was rung, it did not summon a god, but instead an evil demon. This evil demon brought upon this world a great catastrophe, causing considerable damage to the land. Did you say a great catastrophe? What could have happened? Those that survived the incident dubbed it the Bell of Ruin and sealed it within this very room. They then fled in fear of the curse placed upon this land by the demon. The inscription contains one final warning. To those who have gained entry into the sanctum, heed our words. You must not ring the Bell of Ruin. That is as much as I can gather.
Maya, get away from the bell.
There is
Maya.
no bell, dumbass. I believe the object was removed from this shrine. It was the very bell of ruin mentioned in the inscription.
Professor, would that have anything to do with Bazella? Or with that weird bell tower that appeared in the town?
I was about to fucking say.
I cannot say for sure, Luke. After all, demons and witches are two very
Remind me,
different...
was it a bell tower or a clock tower?
It was a
It
tower.
was a bell tower.
But there was...
Because if it was a clock tower, it'd have a literal doomsday clock on it.
After all, demons and witches are two very different concepts. However, perhaps there's a chance that the two are connected in origin through this legend.
I mean, demons and witches are kind of inextricably linked in Western theology, so...
Origin, Professor?
Yes, it is a quaint little gaming platform. I hear they're going under. Think back to what was written. What followed the Great Catastrophe? You must mean the curse placed upon this land part, right? Imagine that when the bell was rung, it must have summoned something.
What sort of curse could that have been? What was this great catastrophe brought upon by the demon?
Are you okay there? It sounds like you're possessed. Shall we go ahead and dunk you in this water?
Maya, how do you know if you're possessed? Wait, could it be?
Why do you ask Maya if she's possessed?
She's
Yeah, Maya, go along. Tell her.
The fire that destroyed the entire town?
No. This is... give it a more authoritative voice, Sandry.
Is this Mozilla or is this
Just give it a more authoritative. Give it a more authoritative voice. That it still is hers. So
remember. Huh?
Spella, what's wrong?
Did your eyes just change color there?
No, they became glassed over.
I know. Nothing's wrong.
Are you sure? You don't have to put on a brave face for us. Tell us if you're not feeling good, okay?
Blah. Yes, of course.
But this still has me wondering, what exactly was the catastrophe that happened so long ago?
It can only have one thing happening in Labyrinthia that could be called a catastrophe. The great legendary fire.
Of course. Both the Bell and Ruin and Legend of Bazella must be...
Thoughts.
Aspella, are you absolutely sure you're feeling okay? Your face has gone really pale and you're growing horns.
Legendary fire. Do you remember now, Aspella?
Oh, I guess it was, her. Never mind. I thought it was like a different version of Aspella, but no, I guess it was the Great Witch.
Who are you? Allow me to remind you
Daughter.
of who and what you truly are. And what you did so many years ago. What I did? Aspella, are you all right? I am. That's right. I am
And so it has begun.
Damn it, I didn't get the screenshot in time. That would have been an epic
Dun
screenshot.
dun dun.
So, the underground mural. I feel someone's will is leading us inexorably towards the records under the forest and beneath the library. The bell towers appeared in a fiery blaze, but no one has ever heard its bell. The bell of ruin, which should have been shielded within the ruins, was missing. Who could have taken it, and where?
It was like Aspella wasn't herself anymore. Almost as if she was possessed. She kept murmuring, "I'm the great witch Bezella," over and over and over again. She took off running when we tried to calm her down. We tried going after her, but she lost us. We searched everywhere for her, the ruins, the forest, but there was no sign of her, no matter where we looked. We thought she might have returned to town, and if she did, the knights would be sure to catch her and drag her back to that terrifying courtroom. Needless to say, we went back to town straight away to search for her.
I mean, even if they drag her back to the courtroom and they burn her alive, she'll just drop into a cart and drive away.
Without warning, Labyrinthia was hit by a heavy rainstorm. There was an ominous silence over the entire town square. The only thing I could hear was the rain. We didn't know it at the time, but that rain, it was a sign of the terrible things that were to come.
Normally, I would say...
See?
Yeah, normally I would say we actually should stop right now, but I think I want to go as far as we can, because welcome to the 3DS era, where cases last for fucking ever. So, I'm just going to go ahead, we're going to keep on trucking until the end of our time, okay?
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Chapter 7, The Story's End. If only.
Where's Aspella? Where could she be?
There's no sign of her at all.
This is very strange. I've a feeling we're the only ones around.
Huh? Professor, look at this! Look! It's a new story!
That means
The poetry of
that the
it raining
parade has
heavily when I'm
already
playing
taken place.
Persona 4 Golden is not lost on me.
If it raining heavily in what?
When I've been playing Persona 4 Golden is not lost on me.
Let's
Okay.
read it!
Ah, yes, it
The
reads...
final story.
Oh, yes, it reads Kulerulu Yuiu Yuli. Like, this is letters, but it's very Lorem Ipsum, isn't it?
Yep. The final story.
And it doesn't help that they gave it enough of a, like, uniqueness to where some of these, you have to kind of guess what was written.
At the appointed place of ending, as twilight fades to darkness, the weaver of the story will meet the Great Witch for the first and final time. The concluding scene will glow in the flames of great magic as the teller of the story is silenced forever. This evening, at the final witch trial, the legendary Great Witch will be consumed by her own flames. The town finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future.
Does this mean what I think it means?
No way. That can't be.
Is this what the Great Witch meant? Whatever the case, let's find a speller before panic spreads throughout the town.
We should probably split up. If only we had some leads.
The appointed place of ending. Perhaps this is referring to the town square at which the parade always ends. While the teller of the story can mean none other than Isabel's father. As for being silenced forever, this is almost certainly an indication that he will lose his life.
You think? In that case, Professor, the chances of Isabella being at the town square are pretty high, right?
Indeed, Mr. Wright. Let us head to the square and find her. Last story fragment added to items.
Looks like everyone in the town is here.
It would appear that they all wish to see the final story with their own eyes.
Professor, about this final story. Why would the Great Witch Bazilla show up tonight of all nights?
I've been wondering the same thing. She has never once shown herself before now. Perhaps the power of the story is such that even the actions of the Great Witch are subject to its control.
And one more thing. Why in the world would the storyteller write his own death into the story?
That
Indeed.
that actually makes a certain amount of sense in a way. If he really thinks of himself as a storyteller, then what makes the right story is all that matters.
Indeed, there appear to be quite a few mysteries contained within this final story. Although I suggest we don't dwell on them for the time being.
I agree. First things first, let's find a Spella.
Hello, you two kids. How your kids doing? I was Petal, right?
You'd better hide now, 'cause you know you can't win.
Can too, and I won't hide.
You'll be crispy bacon in no time. Just accept it.
Will not. See, I will become a knight. And if I say I'll protect you, I'll protect you.
Come on, how's a little chicken like you supposed to protect me from Bazella?
Just watch me.
That's Barnum. It's a carriage. Oh, it's this guy. You tried to do this guy's voice several times.
I thought you'd had it.
Was I him? I always said I can't do a Meshuggah voice. Okay, if I was him, I probably would do. I don't know, Jordan. You want to give him a shot?
I mean, you want me to do a Meshuggah voice? Oh, the parade is totally different this time.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubala. The Inquisitor Darklaw was nowhere to be seen, and Inquisitor Barnum looked so agitated. And not only that, but they said this is going to be the last story. What's to become of all of us from here on?
Sandra, you always said he was Italian, but yeah. How are you ever going to find a spell with all these people about?
Oh, look over there. It's the storyteller.
Here's the epic music.
And now, the time is upon us. The time of release from the curses of witchcraft and the story. The legendary Bezella will appear before us, and the story of the longest night will begin.
Screenshot that. I think that. Let me just make sure I got a screenshot of that. Yep. Okay. That is probably going to be Yep. That's probably. I'm convinced myself that's going to be the thumbnail.
Prepare yourselves for the dramatic climax.
It's definitely going to be the longest
But that
night.
means
That's
we'll
for
lose
damn
our
sure.
storyteller.
But why will he be sacrificed?
There is no reason for sorrow. My stories are no more than a peek at the caprice and irony of unfolding fate. We are all being carried along on the vast and irresistible sea of chance.
So, Sandra, have you determined if you like or hate this guy, by the way?
Bit of both.
I am no more than one person in the sea of people who are here tonight. No more and no less.
Oh, storyteller!
Storyteller! Don't stop writing our story!
This isn't good. It's getting dark already. Remember what the story said.
At the appointed place of ending, as twilight fades to darkness.
We still haven't found a speller yet.
Hey, look at that!
Huh?
Come on, round robin.
Someone's at the top of the tower. What? At the top of the tower?
Look, Nick. Someone's definitely up there.
Look, everyone! The great witch Bezella has finally appeared. The time has arrived. This story will come to an end.
That must be her! Can it really be?
The Great Witch Bezella!
Here and now, my life will surely come to an end. The great witch Bezella will be apprehended, and true peace will come to this town.
Glowworm!
Well, so much for the town.
No, Luke!
Mr. Wright, there, follow me. Oh.
Espella.
So you were the great witch Bezella after all!
His name is literally Vigilante.
A
Alright.
truly terrifying witch who would even attack her own father!
Get up! Get up and stand before us, Great Witch Bezella!
Espella.
It can't be. Spella, there's no way. Espella, are you alright? Espella?
Dots.
Are you okay, Espella?
She seems to be wide awake, but she's not responding. I don't get it. What happened here? Meow. Ah!
Hey, it's Eve. Eve, were you with Espella this whole time? Can you tell me what happened to you?
Meow.
What did she say, Luke?
Nothing. She didn't tell me a thing.
Well, shit.
Will you people keep your distance? I can't have you getting close to the Great Witch Bezella. Until the commencement of the final trial, this girl is to be handed over to the Knights of the Inquisition. Take her away.
Sir!
Hey, don't you dare lay a finger on her.
Surely you must have seen her just now. Tell me, did she or did she not just summon a great big fire dragon?
But you still can't say for sure that Espella's a witch.
That's right. Someone might have knocked her out and brought her here against her will.
That's ridiculous. We vigilantes are the first ones at this tower. And when we arrived, this girl was the only person present. Any one of us would swear to it on their honor as a knight.
Things are not always as they might appear. I'm realizing I
Yes.
might be regretting this guy's voice.
Yes. The thin silver line, as it were.
You have yet to investigate the scene of the incident, have you not?
There's no need. It's obvious beyond a shadow of doubt what has transpired here. Oi, get a move on. Take that girl away before she regains consciousness.
But sir, there seems to be some kind of commotion downstairs.
What?
Her. Fuck, I'm more characters. You take that hands off that young girl. I'm family.
Hey, you! Cease!
Ooh, you young lads. You lot just keep your grubby meat hooks off my little Espella. Boss. Jordan, you can have Vigilante. I have too many characters. Maya. Phoenix.
Who let this woman up here? Remove her immediately.
Oh, I like to see you try.
Sa.
Don't you lay a hand on me. Take that. Stuffs his head full of flour, barely.
What is... white powder?
Cocaine. That's my finest, very finest white flour. Be thankful of that, you whippersnapper.
Yeah, she didn't light a flame when she did it.
Why, you impudent, bread-brained baker!
Go ahead and draw that sword at your own risk, sonny. I'll show you a thing or two. The rolling pin is mightier than the sword.
I don't know about that, but if you spend all day kneading dough, your arms are probably pretty ripped.
Don't you have anything better to do than intimidate defenseless women, you dork in a tin can?
What is it with you people?
I understand how you two feel, but may I ask you both to calm down a little? Professor, okay, whatever. We are the only ones who can discover the truth and save Espella.
Professor's right. We have to keep our cool and carefully plan our next move.
I know, Phoenix. You have to think the Phoenix I once knew could barely even plan his next loaf of bread. If you'll excuse us, we must be on our way.
Now, why couldn't you just leave peacefully in the first place?
Because you blocked the path, you dolt. Espella! Espella! I still believe in you, my dear girl.
Take the girl away. That means now.
afraid, sir, that won't exactly be completely possible at this present time, sir.
What? No.
A moment ago, that new recruit got carried away and locked the entrance. Currently, no one is able to leave the tower. Sir?
What did you say? That idiot of a new crew did what? We've been ordered to take this girl to the interrogation room as soon as possible.
Sandra, we're going to be pushing...
trial of the Great Witch is tonight. The appropriate arrangements are already underway in the square.
We're going to be pushing it just a little bit over until I can get a save menu up.
We don't have time for this.
Sorry, sir. I'll go and hang that new recruit up by his heels.
Psh. We're leaving now, and that's that. Bring that witch here to me.
It looks like they took a spell. I for some reason, after I do her Patty, I can't do Maya. I am Maya, bubbly Maya. It looks like they took a spell away with them. Oh, no, that's definitely not Maya. I do not know what voice that was, but it's not Maya.
That was Maya's pitch and the professor's intonation.
Yes.
That made my blood boil. Having to just stand here and watch them drag her away there like dead.
We must bide our time, Luke. Don't worry. The time for action will come.
Samuel Colt made them equal, right, Professor?
Although at present, this place is still in complete turmoil.
Look, there are vigilantes and knights running all over the place.
Oh my god, Dick. There we go. That oversized rust bucket said the trial will be held tonight, didn't he? Indeed. That would seem to be the case, according to the storyteller's story, at the least.
Honestly, though, who knows what will happen this time?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to open up a save file here in a bit. Oh, no. Oh, it did it. It changed into everyone in the square witnessed a spell of some of the fire dragon, but will not be so easily convinced of her guilt. Okay. Please, come on. Start button, select button. I am Bardem. I am more characters. I simply cannot comprehend it. Storyteller, can this really be a suitable ending to the story you have written? As a father, how can you possibly subject your own daughter to a fate such as this?
Inquisitor Bardem, we have the Great Knight in custody. Great Witch, sorry.
The Great Knight? What? You took your time, did you not? How long is it now since the incident?
30 seconds, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. But longer than expected on account of the incompetent vigilantes. They've only just handed her over to us.
Your excuses do not interest me. You do realize that according to the story, the trial of the Great Witch must convene this evening, do you not?
Yes, sir. Arrangements for setting up at the special trial court outside have been commenced.
I wanted to gain as much information as possible before the proceedings begin. There's little time left, so get going.
Yes, sir. You heard the Inquisitor Witch. Get moving.
I don't know if you caught that, though. The outside trial. Stop! Do not treat the accused like that.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. But, sir, this girl's accused of...
I know very well what she's accused of, but for the time being, that is precisely what she is. Accused, not guilty.
Inquisitor Bardem, sir.
This girl is not a witch until she has been pronounced guilty. Treat her with respect, and that is an order.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Spella Cantabella. I would like to hear the truth from you. Are you really the Great Witch Bezella?
I am.
Go and prepare for questioning. I shall be along shortly. I'm glad you actually said I am, because whoever translated to I'm really did not get that right. This is Darklaw.
That won't be necessary.
Inquisitor Darklaw? What did you just say?
I said that won't be necessary. You see, this evening, you will not be the one standing in court.
What is the meaning of this? Who then? Who will stand in court?
For the trial of the great witch Bezella, surely it is only fitting that the High Inquisitor herself prosecute.
You're not saying...
I'm saying that I will be filling the role of the Inquisitor in tonight's trial. Is that understood, Barnum?
High Inquisitor, just what are you planning?
I'm not quite sure I follow. What are you implying?
I followed after you, and my pursuits led me into a mysterious forest. You asked those questions, Sandry. Upon doing so, I witnessed a most unusual scene. Several mysterious robed figures surrounding a character who they referred to as the Great Witch. The Great Witch, hiding behind that masked exterior, was none other than you, High Inquisitor Darklaw.
My Inquisitor. How very interesting. And where, may I ask, is your proof of this?
Proof? Well...
Did you not even remove the mask to confirm the identity of that person?
Dots.
Well?
I was unable to confirm anything. Thanks to her use of witchcraft, I was robbed of consciousness.
Is that so? In that case, Bob, I'm afraid I will have to treat what you have just said as treason.
Ugh.
And treason against the High Inquisitor means treason against the storyteller.
Well, good news, he's dead.
You there.
Jordan?
Sorry. Yes, milady?
Escort Zacharias Barnum to the dungeon for his crime of treason.
Yes, milady?
On second thought, you may prove a handful of the likes of you men alone. I shall come along and assist your escort. Now, ready the horses.
Yes, sir. I mean, milady.
Wait right here, Barnum. We're taking you into immediate custody.
Barnum kind of is a guy who doesn't know how to play politics, in my opinion. I do not believe it. I will not believe it. I cannot believe that Espella Cantabella is the Great Witch Bezella. Blast. Out of all the times.
Inquisitor Barnum. Please know it pains me to restrain the great defender of Labyrinthia.
There's no need to apologize. I'm aware that you're only doing your duty.
But sir...
Woof. Woof. Rough.
Constantine, what are you doing?
Wait, hold on. What? What just happened there? Did I just hear... Did I just hear somebody bark?
My faithful companion, Constantine. I'm sorry to say, it appears that your master has reached the end of his career. A great task has befallen me, but now I shall be unable to complete it. It's such a pity.
This is pitiful. The once great Inquisitor Barnum, conveying words of remorse to his faithful dog. And what, may I ask, was this great task of which you spoke?
That's simple. To find the truth.
The truth?
Until I met Sir Blue Knight and Sir Dark Hat, the question hadn't occurred to me. Is Espella Cantabella really the Great Witch Bezella? Why would the storyteller write a story in which his own daughter is executed? I, Zacharias Barnum, as a defender of this town, must know the truth behind this.
I'll tell you one thing, Inquisitor Barnum. I'll tell you why you were unable to find the truth.
What is the reason?
There is one thing which, despite your great ability, you lack.
Something I lack.
What you lack is resolve.
What do you mean?
In order to find out the truth, you went to great lengths in following me to the woods. I don't reproach you for that. You felt it was your duty as a knight. But that's also the problem, Inquisitor. Why could you not go to such lengths when it came to doubting the storyteller?
I mean, she just told you don't have resolve. My man, you have a giant-ass sword right there. Fucking duel.
That's crazy.
Am I wrong?
It's not right for a knight to question the integrity of his lord and master.
And so you failed. Your knightly pride was your critical flaw.
Huh? Critical flaw?
That tower, the one in which the storyteller lives. Perhaps the truth you were seeking could have been found in the small room at the very top of that tower.
What are you saying?
She's saying you're a dupe, bro.
In any case, at this stage of the game, it's too late to do anything. So I suggest you assign your unfinished task to that faithful dog of yours.
Huh?
Very well then, Zacharias Barnum. It's time to go. From this evening, you'll be spending your time in a damp, dark place, deep underground. It might be a good opportunity for you to cool that hot head of yours.
Please give me a save point.
Jesus Christ.
Start, select. It'll be very soon, because I know it's going to release us to, like, search the tower. Whew, we finally made it out of that tower.
I second that feeling. For a moment there, I wondered we'd make it out safely.
There's probably not much time until Espella's trial begins. I say we look around for clues, so we at least have something to go on.
Indeed, that sounds like a wise suggestion, but I also suggest a save point. However, if it's alright with you, I'd like to take charge of this particular investigation, Mr. Wright.
Sure, no problem. But what about you, Professor?
Me? Why, there's a place of particular interest I'd like to investigate. That's me. A place you'd like to investigate? Where's that, Professor? Woof.
Ah, Constantine.
Whoa! Where the heck did he come from?
Woof. Constantine looks rather worked up. Could something be the matter with him?
I don't know. I'll ask him and see.
Ah, good idea, Luke. At least you get to use your powers, unlike a certain spirit medium. Woof. Woof.
Eh? No, surely not.
What is it, my boy? It looks like you just seen a ghost. What did the little guy say?
He said his master, Inquisitor Barnum, has been relieved of his duties.
You mean Inquisitor Barnum is no longer Inquisitor Barnum? But why?
Woof.
Apparently he's been branded a traitor for treason against the storyteller.
Barnum? A traitor?
How very peculiar. This has all happened rather too hastily for my liking.
If that's true, then who's going to take his place as prosecutor in the trial this evening?
Well, according to Constantine, that'll be High Inquisitor Darklaw herself.
High Inquisitor Darklaw? If It would appear this incident has taken a further turn for the dramatic. We'd be wise to attend our respective investigations without further delay.
Just a moment, Professor. It seems Constantine has something he wants to tell us.
I'd be very interested to hear anything you wish to add, Constantine. Go ahead, delay the end of the session. Woof.
It appears he'd like to show us the way.
Show us the way. Show us the way to where?
He wants to show us the way to the Storyteller's Tower.
The Storyteller's Tower? Why there?
According to Constantine, there should be a vital clue up there.
A vital clue?
Maybe a save point?
Oh ho ho, this is most fortuitous. Huh? It just so happens that when I said there was a place I wish to investigate, that tower is precisely where I meant.
I pressed the wrong button there for a second. No kidding.
For the time being, everyone's attention is focused on the town square, so perhaps it might just be possible to enter the tower while not being quite so heavily guarded. At least I presume that may be the case.
You may have just found the chink in their armor, Professor.
No, they are... No, I'm not going to continue that joke. Isn't that tower where Espella used to live when she was a kid? What kind of clue do you think could be hiding up there?
Maybe the clue lies in Espella's past.
Maybe the clue lies in a save point! Constantine, are you going to bring us to a save point?
Constantine says he knows a shortcut. He can lead us straight to the Storyteller's Tower. Follow me to Sir Top Hat. That's what he said.
Mr. Wright, I suggest we split up in 2 groups.
Okay, Professor. Be careful up there.
Don't worry. I shall be sure to return armed with that vital clue.
We'll be waiting for you. In the meantime, we'll make sure we're armed and ready for the trial.
Mr. Wright, get a fucking save point. Within the final story, that was written the following. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of a new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. If this story is to have the finale that has been promised, Espella too will bathe in the morning light of that new dawning day.
I'm with you on that, Professor. Let's work together to make that happen.
Farewell for now, Mr. Wright. Come on, Luke.
Right you are, Professor. Come on, Constantine. Show us the way to the fucking save point.
This is the way.
Constantine's finally gone. We can save, right?
I swear to God, John, the next time we come to a natural ending point towards the end of the session, we're fucking ending.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Let's start by investigating the scene of the crime. We've only got a few hours until the trial starts. It doesn't give us much time.
Right.
Let's go, Maya. I'm sure the professor will bring us back something we can work with. Let's be sure to hold up our end of the bargain.
You got it, Nick. Dots.
Fucking God.
What is it, Maya?
It's Espella. Her eyes are all funny again, like last time.
Like that last time?
Yeah, like they were back in London. I mean, it's like she's completely spaced out again.
Now that you mention it, it was almost like the time I was being controlled by some kind of drug or magic back then.
No way. Downright disgusting. We can't let them get away with this.
Yeah, it's definitely on the same page there. Come on, let's get started.
You said it! Save point! Save point! We got a save point! Guys! We got a save point!
Fucking
My
finally.
God.
Sorry for
It feels like
keeping
we're
you...
playing fucking Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, sorry for keeping you over. I remembered we went to search the tower, and I thought it was like a lot sooner than that. Goodbye. All right, save point.
Well, this has been fun. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah. I'm going to very soon pass out because I am tired as fuck. Oh. Yeah.
See you tomorrow, John.
Yep. See ya. I think I'm just gonna go straight to in broadcast here. See you guys. Good night. Good night, everybody.